Chat, look how aggressive. He's burying his head in his chest now. Now he wants it back in blood. What are you walking forward for? Composure is completely gone. Poise is out the window. This guy's fucked. It's over. It's literally GG no re. And this is why. His mental went out the window. Now all of a sudden you're trying to bury your head in the guy's chest. Fuck all the technical aspect, trying to walk in behind the jab or trying to set up his straight left, the foots he gained, everything is gone. When you let your mental go out the window, this is what it looks like. This is exactly what it looks like. It's over for this guy. He's cooked.
Let's go. I'm better than ever, they never been better than I. Regarded the hardest and I ain't even reaching my prime. They hate that I'm great and they faking I'm real as they come. So sit back and let me show you how this shit is done. My composition, my propositions, I'm raping the system. I'm killing the competition and all of y'all are my victims. Eyes and oohs as I'm ripping the instrumental. Lyrical, individual, never been sentimental. I'm so hot every time I beat drop. And when I say I'm raping the system.
Why so serious?
What's going on, boxing fans and gamers? It's your boy FightNightsFinest, the Sophie commentator, coming at you with something a little bit different here. Now I know I haven't posted a video in a long time, but I want to do something that brings a little bit of flavor to the channel. And speaking of flavor that I want to bring to the channel, let's talk about one of the greatest players to ever play Fight Night Champion, MALKY Pablo. Now y'all probably already seen my match versus him on my channel. You know, that happened like ages ago. He's one of the first elite players I've ever played on the game, and you know, he's a good friend of mine. He's a cool dude, and this is his channel. You can find the link to the description to MALKY Pablo's page in the description and in the comment section below. So check him out, subscribe if you haven't. I'm gonna go ahead and hit that subscribe button again so that you guys can do the same and follow suit. Now MALKY's known as one of the best, if not the best player on Fight Night Champion for an extremely long time, right? And you even have guys like
MALKY Pablo. Everybody has been calling him the greatest of all time, and I understand why now. But to give you guys a bit of context as to how it feels to get into the ring with this guy, for any of my OG gamers out there, we'll put it like this, okay? Fighting MALKY Pablo is like fighting the computer on Mortal Kombat 2 in the arcade.
There you go. You have even guys like Alex Dark Sniper giving him his flowers as well. And what I want to start doing more on the channel, myself on this channel here at youtube.com/FightNightsFinest, is breaking down some gameplay of other players. Y'all seen me play for damn near 9 to 10 years. Y'all seen me stream, and you know, those videos and stuff will continue to come. But I want to start giving technical breakdowns on other good players and other great players as well. Now, I'm showing you guys the result of the fight before we watch it, because I think it's very key to understand why it is that opponent can only land 21% of his shots against MALKY Pablo. Now, I'm going to say Boxing IQ 101 because that's how I remember him from when I first started playing. But the great thing about this too is you see the guy was also spamming that straight right. He had 380 straights throwing throughout the entire fight out of 650 punches. But yet he was not able to defeat MALKY Pablo. And we're going to go ahead and get into the technical breakdown of why exactly that is. So let's go ahead and check out the opponent's record and see what exactly it is that MALKY's up against here. So in OWC fights, right, this guy has 1,504 wins, 396 losses, with 913 KOs. But at the end of the day, when he played against MALKY, he was just another guy. And we're going to go ahead and break down exactly why that is. So as you can see, MALKY's own record here is 2,336 wins and 48 losses with 1,484 KOs. So you guys can automatically tell from the records. Not that records matter, but you can automatically tell from the records the type of caliber of players that we're dealing with here. So how was it that Malky was able to do what he did? Let's go ahead and find out. We're going to break this down from a technical aspect and also from a mental aspect. And that's one of the great things that you can catch sometimes when you have the opponent's mic going on. So off rip, this is something I noticed about a lot of Malky's fights from playing him, you know, several times in my own fights. Malky always starts with that jab downstairs to the body. Why is that he starts with the jab downstairs to the body? It's a non-committal shot. It's a very easy to land shot, and most players want to battle for the center of the ring. So Malky is a defensive fighter / counter fighter, right? He likes to counter punch a lot. He's very good at counter punching, and he's very good at staying on the outside. Not to say he can't come forward or apply pressure or fight with you in the pocket, because he's that diverse that he can do all those things as well. I'm gonna let this roll. But I always talk about in my own gameplays, and y'all hear me talk about this a lot, and I'm going to pause right here for the second thing. He did two things that are very key. Number one, if you want the outside on Fight Night Champion, outside is fucking king. Understand that. Not understand that. Overstand that. Outside, having the outside is king. It's always been king. For people who like to go ahead and walk you down, like for example, like a Hylian Lord, that's all fun and good. But you're going to notice the meta for the top players is always take the outside from the opponent, force them to make mistakes, counterpunch them, and hit them with power shots all day while maintaining your own stamina and keeping it high and efficient. And he was able to do that within 2 minutes and 36 seconds of the round. How did he do that? Jab downstairs to the body and also a power straight to the head. He's already secured the outside. He's already set up his game to be able to stay on the outside. Now, those two body shots that the opponent landed was minuscule compared to that straight right hand that Malky landed when he landed the power straight up top. So Malky has the access to be on the outside. The opponent is going to be forced to come forward. But now, with as simple as landing his own power shot upstairs, he now has the right to be on the outside. And like I said before, outside is king. So now you see automatically Malky went forward, started trying to apply that pressure, and he did so with the power straight that landed downstairs to the body. So now it's all about trying to make up that point difference from the two body shots that was landed earlier. So Malky can then go forward, go backwards, and continue to fight at his own pace. And you know, you're gonna hear the commentary back and forth here and there, but I'm gonna do my best to not let it distract me too much and continue to give y'all this breakdown. Now, there's the power straight left, power straight right again from Malky. He also landed the jab. So instantly, and this is what you're going to notice about top players. Not the guy who wants to lean back on the ropes and just hang out there and don't want to come forward because he don't give a fuck about the fight. What you're going to notice with these guys is they understand, they have a very good understanding of when they're losing. Now, what the opponent is doing is, you know, a very OWC top level combination. Left hook, power straight, and he's able to drop Malky right there in the first round. Now, this is a flash knockdown. It wasn't like a knockdown that was earned or anything. But one of the great things that you're going to notice about good players is their mindset. This is a 12-round fight, so he's not going to be bothered, or you're not going to see him get off center because he got knocked down, hit with an early flash knockdown. Now, it's very rare to see Malky even get knocked down, let alone touched in a fight. So for him to get knocked down, you already know the type of caliber of player that he's dealing with. But like I said, it was a flash. Wasn't anything that the opponent really earned. He just understood it was time to let go of them power shots and, you know, cut the distance. Now, also notice how good the opponent is at cutting the ring off, right? Now, Malky's comfortable with this because, like I said, his game is to be on the outside. He likes to be on the back foot anyway. But notice how the opponent is doing a good job of cutting the ring off. He's not following. We're gonna go ahead and skip on through the cutscene, through the in between rounds, and we understand now that Malky's also down 10-8. So we're gonna see how a great player combats adversity here, right? So he switched it up. Now, like I said, Malky always usually goes downstairs to the body, usually with a jab, but he comes out with the power straight downstairs to the body, automatically establishing the fact that he's going to be able to take the outside now. We also get the jab that landed. Now he needs what I like to call an effective shot. Either a power straight, a right hook, a regular uppercut, anything that is not a jab, he needs that up top in order to solidify the fact he will not have to chase him. But this is more on a mental battle, right? Malky doesn't want this guy to just think, you know, okay, you got the 10-8 round, you know, I'm just here to lay down. So you see him come out with the big shots early, and now he's established the outside. And I like the fact that this is a fight where Malky, he doesn't have to go backwards if he does not want to. He's fighting in the pocket here to make a statement. You got the 10-8 round, I'm here to fight, I'm here to win. And he's, you know, he's doing it on the inside, which is kind of rare for him to do it like this. So let's see how the opponent handles being on the outside, having the privilege of having his opponent come forward. Because right now Malky's winning the round. If Malky does nothing else in terms of landing offense, he's got this in the bank. So look at the double counter right there. Let's just take this is what I call a W read. When you make that's, you know, if you ever played Pokemon, you probably played especially, what is it, for 3rd or 4th gen, where they had that move called Foresight. Identify the target, understand what it is that he's gonna do. This is what we call a read. This is when you downloaded something in the first round, or notice how an opponent does something, and notice how he gets 2 counters in a row off of this. One there, sidesteps again, hit him with another counter. That's what we call a fucking read. That's not, I guess, that's not, I just wiggled my head and was hoping for a counter. He saw this, he understood the pattern, and he was able to capitalize and get 2 counter shots off in a row. Now, what I would be doing here, I'd be a little bit different in order just to conserve stamina, would be to just box at mid-range from here. I wouldn't be applying too much pressure, but you know, everybody has different styles of gameplay. There's a beautiful combination, nice little high-low mixed up. He went to it with two different forms, uppercut to the body, and then with the left uppercut to the body, and then the straight right hand. Gets a beautiful counter there. Sidestep right uppercut, and then he came back with a jab straight. So we're seeing combinations, we're seeing single shots, we're seeing counter punching, we're seeing excellent defense, and we're also seeing that Malky has the ability to cut off the ring on the opponent as well. So it ain't free, ain't nothing sweet out here. And the best thing about it is he had excellent stamina management, 13% recovery that round, 99% stamina overall. So let's go ahead and get into round number 3. Now, mind you, he's still down a whole point. So let's see how he came out this round, because like I said, that's always important to notice a pattern or a tendency, and we get to see this in real time here. Remember, he came out last round with that straight right hand downstairs to the body. He did the same thing this round, checked range with the jab there, maintaining the distance. The opponent landed the first shot. He has access to the outside. He landed that stiff left jab from the southpaw position. So now Malky has to get it back in blood. Let's see what he can do. He's going to come forward here, get the counter shot downstairs to the body with a step and power straight to the body. Counter shot. If he wants to, he can take that step back now and force the opponent to come forward and force him to make mistakes. But like I said, Malky's down and he wants to make a statement because he was dropped in the first round. So look, uppercut downstairs to the body. Now he's building on his lead, right? There's another power straight up top. Now the opponent is making mistakes while Malky is coming forward. So this is going to only spell bad news for him later. A straight left hand connects, but these power straights are adding to the point total, or the punch count total, of Mr. MALKY Pablo. So he gets hit with another power straight there. Another power straight lands, but Malky gets the lean back counter. Now he anticipated the hook. We talked about this from round number 1, how the opponent kept throwing left hook, straight right hand to the head. He made the read and he was able to counter. So these are all things you got to pay attention to when you are fighting in your own matches. You got to pay attention to these patterns and to these tendencies. That's how you're able to get the reads and get the counter shots off and become an excellent elite counter striker, just like MALKY Pablo. So power straight. Now notice that was a variation right there. Hey, even if it seems spammy, look at the variation. This is breaking down the nuances. This opponent has not thrown a power straight to the body and then one to the head. So we're seeing him vary up his own offense now. He didn't go back to the left hook power straight. He decided to vary up the straight right hand, one downstairs to the body, one to the head. There it is. He's got the read. Look at the read. He's got the read on that left hook timing, period. And the opponent keeps throwing that left hook at the same timing. Now, let's also talk about the reaction time of Mr. Boxing IQ here. Mr. Boxing IQ 101. There it is again. He's reading the shot. He knows when the pattern and the tendency is coming out. So now the opponent is just straight up just spamming him. He can't even take the risk to keep throwing those left hooks. Now, here's a nice adaptation. Instead of throwing it to the head, he threw it downstairs to the body because also Malky is leaning back a lot. So that's a good adaptation in terms of trying to land a shot that he hasn't. So he's mixing up, even if it's spam, he's mixing up his offense. Power straight connects for the opponent. Malky gets it back in blood with a straight right hand of his own. Checks the range with the jab. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. It was so nice. He did it thrice. But he ends up getting hit with another power shot and gets dropped. So Malky, in a rare 2 knockdowns in the first 3 rounds. And mainly because he's trying to fight power with power. What I would like to see Malky do is slow it down a little bit, you know, because he already has, let's go ahead and skip on to round number 4, right? He already had the advantages. He was already winning the round. So it would have been better for him either to fight more defensively or continue to just try to counter. But this opponent is also getting pretty lucky with some of these critical stunts. But, you know, when you're getting hit by these power shots, hey, anything is possible, especially in this looks like it's the heavyweight division. All right, chat. Now, most of y'all already folded, right? There was already a bunch of folding going on. There's somebody unplugging their console. There's somebody sending angry messages in the DMs. Somebody's pulling up their Xbox One, hitting that the little Xbox sign, and they sending their salty ass messages talking about, ugh, you're spamming, you're doing this, that, and the third, or you're getting lucky. Malky is staying composed. Now he gets hit with that straight left, but he's also landing a straight left of his own. Let's also talk about something else that happened here, where the opponent just landed the straight left downstairs to the body, right? Malky switched southpaw. So he's switching up the stance. He's making an adaptation here. He's making a read. So he's tired of getting put down by the straight left hand, and now he's gonna look to try to take away the opponent's power hand by fighting in a more neutral stance where he just can't get hit with it for free. So now, because the opponent also hasn't switched from southpaw, now it's gonna be about who has the better southpaw. Now notice how Malky is able to sidestep these straight lefts a lot more easier because he's not rotating into the power hand, right? It's gonna be a lot harder for the opponent to land the straight left. So that's been his best punch, and it's how he's been hurting him. So let's see how that change affects how often he has success with the straight left hand to the head. Now we'll take the L on getting hit to the body because body shots are rather minuscule if you can land headshots. Now he gets treated. Excuse me. EA fucks him over by not giving him the counter left uppercut that he was looking to land there. But now we're also seeing a nice little variety in the offense here. There's the sidestep left uppercut that comes through, lands nice and clean. Good counter shot lands, and you're also seeing the lead right hand, the lead right hook. So he's checking range now with that jab downstairs to the body, also trying to stop the movement since he has access to the outside. And notice how I don't think he's really landed a straight left hand to the head at all since the switch to southpaw. Speaking of, you know, that's the cast of curse here. Nice slip. It was able to bob and weave on the inside. Don't know if that was really a read. I think it was more of he was just trying to double step to the left. And I'm heading over the power shot there. Now Malky is doing a good job here of countering with his own straight left, and that's going to be his second round in the bank. So also notice the efficiency on stamina management. 100% current, 12% recovery. He's not really wasting too many of his shots. Another thing that Malky is doing extremely well is he's landing his shots. He's always touching them. At least he's not he's always touching the opponent within punching range. He's not wasteful with his shots. Some of y'all be just lunging and throwing punches out of range. Now, sometimes I'll do that to try to, like lean in and catch somebody because I like to fight at distance a lot. But this isn't about me. This is about him. So let's see how he starts this round off. Once again, there's that pattern. Power straight downstairs to the body. Opponent throws a straight left up top. He sidesteps it, hit him with an uppercut. Access to the outside, and he immediately takes a step back. So now the opponent is forced to come forward. And now we get to see what kind of mistakes he's going to make. Once again, trying to establish that range and pick up some quick, easy scoring shots by going downstairs to the body with the jabs and the straights. Gonna let this one play out. I'm gonna sit out for the rest of the round. Excellent distance management there, utilizing the jab and leaning back, making the read. Was able to lean back and hit him with a counter straight left. Now, I said I was gonna sit out for the rest of the round, but I just can't. I can't help myself. I gotta break down this action. Now, let's talk about how lost the opponent has looked since Malky has switched to southpaw. He's having a harder time cutting the ring off. The good position that he was able to do in round one, when he was able to set up that knockdown, is sometimes it's all about positioning, right? He was able to set up that that knockdown just by having good positioning. So even though it was a flash, we can also say it's a result of good ring positioning. And now he's starting to utilize more combinations. So just notice how when he's landing less, now he's starting to throw actual boxing combinations. Jab straight and jab straight with the hook. You see him throwing the 1-2. You see him mixing into the straight left and the left hook and the straight. So now he's adding variety to his offense to try to land. And he's increasing his punch output. Where before, when he wasn't landing that much, he was more relaxed. He was more comfortable. He was more efficient with his shots. So now we're starting to see the adaptation from the opponent. But it's trying to throw more. He's trying to utilize stamina to try to make up for the fact that he's not able to counterpunch as well or land that straight left as often. So he's hitting with quite a few here, and notice that it's because of the ring positioning. Where they are, the geography in the ring is allowing him to land these shots. Now, this is the first time we've really seen Malky dip below 100%, but it's still 98% and 10% recovery, so it's not that big of a deal. Now, what affected his recovery in this round, hold on, let's see if he comes out with that straight left to the body or with the jab downstairs to the body. Let's see it. So this time he went to the head. He was able to lean back. Now, let's talk about this. And I'm going to get into this real quick. Ignore everything else that I was just talking about. I want to talk about that. It's round one. It's round one. When you talk on the mic, I'm going to let this play out, but we're going to talk about psychology here.
Back to business.
Right? Let's go back and listen to what he says.
Get back to business.
If I'm Malky, what that tells me as a top player, I'm in this guy's head, rent free. I just applied. I just put in for my lease and it got approved. Down payments coming in because I'm in your head now. That's exactly what that tells me. Now, mind you, you would think with him having 2 knockdowns here, he will be the one who's more comfortable. But the tide of the fight has changed because the only reason he has had the success that he's had is because of a critical stun and a flash knockdown. Skill-wise, he understands the gap. And that is what that is telling me. Simply based on the fact he said this is round one. This guy had to tell himself it was round one for a mental reset. If I'm MALKY Pablo, it's check fucking mate. GG no re. I got this guy. It's over. And I'm going to do everything in my power to make him even more frustrated.
Somebody straight come out quicker than mine.
This guy straight came out quicker than mine. He's talking now. This is letting y'all know exactly where he is mentally. And y'all, some of the videos I have on the channel, it's all about psychology. I'm going to be quiet just to see if he talks more for the rest of this round. I promise you I won't say nothing else after I come out this pause into round number 7. But the psychology videos that I have on my channel are the most important by far, because mentally, if you take a nosedive in this game, or you get frustrated, or you start chatting, I hear you talking, I know I'm in your head, and that means what I'm doing is working. It's working. That means I figured you out. I figured out the formula for attack, and you don't have an answer. So if he was talking less and he was trying to figure out an actual game plan of something he can do, he would have a more effective and more efficient time with trying to get an answer to figure out the as Malky would probably like to say, because he likes Floyd Mayweather so much, is the May Vinci code. What are you going to do now? What's the adjustment, King?
It's round one.
It's round one in your head. You got to keep telling yourself that you need reassurance. Mentally, Malky's got him rent free. Rent free, chat.
See nobody straight come out nicer than mine. Oh, come on.
And look, he made such a big mistake that he got put the fuck down. If this is not, if I'm not the coldest at this, I don't know what I am. Instantly started comboing. He already knew he was in trouble. And as soon as his mental went out the door, he also gets knocked down. It's a wrap for this guy. I'm be quiet.
What a bad knockdown. Okay.
I'm gonna let y'all hear for yourself. I don't even gotta say nothing. Chat, look how aggressive. He's burying his head in his chest now. Now he wants it back in blood. What are you walking forward for? Composure is completely gone. Poise is out the window. This guy's fucked. It's over. It's literally GG no re. And this is why. His mental went out the window. Now all of a sudden you're trying to bury your head in the guy's chest. Fuck all the technical aspect, trying to walk in behind the jab, or trying to set up his straight left, the foot he gained. Everything is gone. When you let your mental go out the window, this is what it looks like. This is exactly what it looks like. It's over for this guy. He's cooked.
He gotta stay perfect, yo. He gotta stay perfect, not kill him. It's a boxing match. Shit. You wanna be a little more patient.
Look at him trying to reassure himself,
Man,
chat.
aggravating is okay.
What he say? What he say?
Okay. Man, he aggravating is be a little more patient. Man, he aggravating is okay. Okay.
Mind you, when he was up 2-1 with 2 knockdowns under his belt, there wasn't a word that came out, chat. I'm telling y'all how cold I am at this. You recognize the frustration just through the player's movements. This is how when you know you have somebody. It's over for this guy. He's talking about he's aggravated. He's frustrated. He know he made a mistake. He talking about Malky got to play perfect. No, you got to play perfect at this point because you don't have an answer. You don't have an answer. He has nothing, chat. It's over for this guy. There's nothing he can do at this point. Ever since that southpaw switch has been made, he has no answer. That's where the frustration comes from. When you can't figure out an adjustment, your offense ain't having no success. You see him burying his head in his chest. Combinations just coming out without a single thought. He playing mad. And because he playing mad, he got put down. And also you see it reflected. Everything is reflected in the gameplay. I'm telling you, he's cooked.
Okay.
He's cooked.
He right.
I'm gonna lay out, chat. I don't got nothing else to say. Just notice everything I talked about in the breakdown. And watch out, just take a time to just listen to see how it all comes together.
This guy looks good, man.
Admitting to your opponent he's good is crazy. Mid-match, you're letting him know he's got you. Why you letting him know that? Psychological warfare, you're making him comfortable. Everything that you're saying at this point is only fueling Malky's ego. He just knows at this point, I just gotta box this guy. Or I can make it worse. I can do even more things now offensively if I want to. He has options now. You're giving your opponent too many options. You saw that pause that he did. Let me back up, chat. When he got hit with the power shot. And Malky decided he don't want to come forward. Look, he backed up. He dropped his hands. He backed up and he dropped his hands. Mentally, he's checked out. He has no chance of coming back in this fight. Mentally, he's checked out. His frustration is showing in the gameplay. It's over. This guy looks good. That's the hopelessness. That's the defeated mindset. When he's behind, he don't know what to do. Now, when Malky was behind, y'all saw him get after it. He walked that boy down. He got it back in blood. Now look at the opponent. Now he want to bury his head in his chest. The key is not to throw more punches. The key is to be more technical. I'm going to be quiet, though, for the rest of the round.
Let's tighten up a little bit.
Mentally trying to reassure himself that he can do it.
I want to see. Nah, he's working my straight. Switching to. I'm trying to take advantage of that uppercut. That straight when he used it. Get him some. Let him get some. Let him get some. Work that jab. You crazy, daddy. Yeah, let him work it good. Let him work it good. I'll adjust to it.
%89 stamina going into the what is it, round 8? It don't even matter what he said there, chat.
Wow, look at this.
That's what matters. Mind you, Malky was down. The only rounds Malky lost was the ones he got knocked down. Everything else has been a shutout. That adjustment to southpaw took away the straight left hand. The straight left hand was that guy's greatest weapon. He has not had anything since. Now you see him trying to throw combos and shit when comboing ain't his game. Jab, double hooks upstairs was coming through in the last round. 1-2, left hook, straight right hand. As you see him trying to vary up the offense now, but he's not positioning himself. He's not baiting anything. The footwork is gone. And so because his positioning is gone and he's not making reads or trying to bait Malky into stuff, he has no answer now. And plus, Malky's doing a good job of also applying pressure at times too. So it's thrown this guy completely off of having a chance to come up with a game plan. And mentally, you see him trying to reassure himself. You hear him talking to himself live on mic, trying to talk to himself, trying to talk himself back into the fight. He feels defeated. He knows he's outclassed right now, and he's trying to talk himself up. You can't do that. Either you got the skills or you don't.
Wow, look at this. Yeah.
Wow, he's shocked. That means he's not even counting. So look, Desperation, I'm going to bury my head in this guy's chest. I'm not coming in behind the jab. I'm not even trying to set traps or anything else. No footsies going on. He's just trying to walk up. He's just trying to walk in and kill him.
I want him to get comfortable with his jab. I make him pay for these uppercuts. Get you some. Get you some.
Now the opponent's doing a good job this round. He's actually winning this round. He's locked in.
Yeah.
Maybe that reassurance did something for him, chat.
Yeah. I'm gonna make him pay.
And now that he's had success, now you see the footwork come back into play. Look, peep the footwork, guys. Peep the footwork.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not just walking in. He's backstepping when he knows the shot is coming in. See, you see how when he got more confident from landing shots?
I keep forgetting.
How he got more confident. You can even hear it in his in his voice. Yeah. Blah 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 blah. He's feeling more confident now. His language has completely changed, and you see it reflected in his footwork. Now, mind you, this is the first time I see Malky even lose this much stamina. Now, let's talk about what he did in order to get the round back. He started doubling up on shots to catch Malky in the midst of his side steps. So even if he sidestep, if he went to counter back or counter attack, when Malky goes for that sidestep and he tries to counter, is leaving him open to be hit with the shot because Malky's looking to fire back with offense. So what Malky should do is just punish that, and simply by being more defensive. Let him throw and then counter back. And I'm pretty sure you're going to see him make that adaptation here. Either he's going to do a more efficient job of countering the first attack, or he's going to wait, be patient, and then attack.
He doesn't make too many, but he makes a couple.
What did he say?
Let him make the mistake. He doesn't make too many, but he might keep doing it just to me. So it's like every time I adjust, this guy is time 7. So it's like every time I adjust to him, he's adjusting to me. I adjust to he adjusts to me. I gotta keep doing it. Let him make the mistake. He doesn't make too many, but he makes a couple.
All right, let's see if you take advantage of that, though. I highly doubt it. I look at last round like a fluke. Now this guy's up. That's why he immediately went outside.
Got you.
Let's see what Malky does. Now notice the difference. When Malky, and this is what makes him such a good player, notice the difference in how they're adjusting. Malky's not burying his head in his chest just trying to cut the ring off. Malky's getting more technical. And that's what good players do. I'm going to make sure I hit you in ways you never even thought of. And I guarantee you he gets this round. Just because he's going to get more technical with it. Small punish, right? Back to fundamentals. Body jabs, right? Okay, this guy sidesteps him with an uppercut. Let's see how Malky counters back. Now, remember what I said about how the guy was punishing the mistakes before? Notice how Malky is now waiting because he's doing the same thing I thought. I'm going to actually just wait for this guy to finish the attack, and then I'm going to punish him in between. I'll punish him after he's done his work. Trading. That's a good trade. Straight to our head, a straight left hand to the head versus the jab downstairs to the body. That's gonna body shot is not gonna be as effective as a headshot. So let's see if he slowly inches his way back in. He's got a minute and 30 seconds to do it, chat. Can he do it? Uppercut sneaks through. Tries the body jab to no cigar there. Waits. There was the counter opportunity. EA hold him. He had another opportunity there. Now remember, the guy's been doubling, and we saw it there. Now Malky tried to counter the first attack there. He wasn't able to get it. Now he's still getting punished, but he has the right idea. Now, he's got good ring positioning here, throwing those power uppercuts downstairs to the body. The opponent still has the good adjustment here. Overall, Malky's making the right move. He's just his range is a bit off here. And also his stamina is lower, so his block is not as efficient. So he has to rely more on his ability to attack well. So comboing off of the uppercut counter. That was very good, but this should still be a Malky round. Oh, not a Malky round. It should still be in a round for the opponent. So this is a close fight. 11% recovery though. Let's see, 83% total. Now it's also a question of how much stamina the opponent has, which I'm assuming is probably much lower. What he said?
Make a mistake. Make a mistake. I'll be there when he makes it.
He still feels like he's losing, chat. I'll be there when he makes a mistake.
I let him burn me out too early.
I let him burn me out too early. Remember what I just said about stamina? That investment, those power straights and uppercuts downstairs to the body, that's going to pay dividends here. You heard that big sound he made? That stamina's low, chat. It's only a matter of time. And Malky instantly senses it, goes downstairs to the body.
I want to hurt him, bro. I ain't going to hold you up.
Look where Malky is attacking, chat. Mostly focusing downstairs. He tired. He let me know that he tired. I'm going to attack that weakness. Good players attack weakness. And there it goes. Hit him in between the combo. And he's going down for sure. Oh my God. He actually stood up. All right. No problem. We got the point advantage. I'm going to chill out now.
I want him to keep throwing punches. Bring that stamina down a little more.
The opponent's trying to recover. Nothing for free. Keeps him honest by throwing the jab out there.
I want to help him. These are my rounds.
He's projecting.
There you go. There you go. Let me see something. Let me see something. It's good. The jab working for him.
And all these misses is only going to tax his own gas tank.
These are my rounds. These are my rounds. Yeah. I see.
There's that mental trap that he's falling into again. You hear it.
Work your footwork. Come on, work. Let me see you. Let me see you.
I'm going to stay defensive. I got the round. Check range with the jab. Nothing's for free. Just not going to let him in.
Come on, Rocky. Come on. You ain't nothing. You ain't nothing.
Better remove.
Yeah, we gonna work.
Mind you, Malky got the rock that round. Still 81% stamina going into with only 3 rounds left.
What I got left?
He's in a good position here.
Only 2 rounds? All right.
Excuse me, 2 rounds left.
Gotta be down. I'm down. It's kind of weak.
Fight is secured. Now remember, he just did all that talking. He's down 3 rounds. He's down 3 points. If he don't get 2 knockdowns, he's done for. He literally needs 2 knockdowns to win the fight. All Malky has to do is just not make the mistake. He's got this in the bag. So this is what I like to call prevent defense. I'm just going to apply the pressure onto you. This way you can't apply the pressure onto me. If I'm Malky, I'm fighting on the inside. Now I'm going to do it smartly and do it technically. But I'm gonna fight on the inside. This way he doesn't get no bullshit.
Get around. I'm down 3 points, like I thought. Okay. And I let him burn me out too early.
I let him burn me out too early.
Now I gotta get technical.
Stamina's fucked. He can't even make the comeback if he wanted to. Now Malky has access to the outside.
Throw that side step straight to the pocket. That's nice, man. I'm gonna adjust to that and drop him.
Malky went right back to it. Don't even care.
Then I'm gonna drop him. I'm gonna drop him.
Good jab upstairs. Beautiful counter. Checking range again with the jab. Nope. Ang will be proud watching this. The art of nope. Sorry about that. I can't do anything about that. That's not even. That's not on my end. That's in the video.
Mistake.
Mind you, he needs the headshot. So these power straights to the body is a waste of time. He's too hard head up top, so going downstairs to the body, it doesn't do anything for him at this point.
Come on.
There it is. There's the big mistake. Yep.
What? That was my punch.
Shots to the head. He was reckless with his attack. It didn't mean nothing. And bad ring positioning at the same time. Circling out of the corner. He threw. This is why he got knocked down. Let's break this down. Look, 2. Big shot. All big shots. Bar got hit in between his bar trying to refill. Got sidestepped and got countered. GG Nori.
What? That was my punch.
Reckless attack and stamina low. And that's why you don't just throw and spam certain shots against good players. They will take advantage of you. He's still a counterpuncher at the end of the day, and that's way too easy to read. All right, let's bring this home.
All right.
From a technical aspect, that's always sidestep into one direction. It burns a lot of stamina, but it's an excellent way to always get counter shots and, you know, prevent your opponent from hitting you. But if you're gonna do it, you can't also throw a lot to the Jesus Christ. You can't also throw a lot to the head because you can't have a high volume with that style. All right, now we got the push straight coming out, Chad. He's desperate.
I don't do it.
Veteran move.
I couldn't do it.
Clench and then throws the combo immediately. Burn some of that time out. Why would he clinch? That was just, I guess he was trying to push him. Notice Malky's just staying defensive. I'm not understanding the use of the clinch because it's not going to get him to pause or to stop his movement. So it's no point of him clinching.
Lucky I'm gonna be frustrating them in the fights, man.
And the defeatist mindset at the end. He knew he lost. But anyway, chat. That's how.
Yeah, you want to run that back?
Now he want to
Pablo?
run it back. Man, you can't just win. They always gonna want a rematch. That's how we was able to get to this total chat. How Malky shut down that straight left hand. How he was able to counter so effectively. How to switch to southpaw. Everything came together in a beautiful symphony. Once again, check out Malky Pablo, youtube.com/Malky Pablo. Link is in the description. If you guys enjoy these type of breakdowns, go ahead and leave a like and your thoughts in the comment section. I hope you learned something. Follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and all that good stuff. Once again, link is in the description. Anyway, until next time, it's been your boy, FightNightsFinest, the Sofa Commentator. And I'm off this. Peace.